Hello, guys and girls, and welcome to our second episode of our Ohio Richlands playthrough. We're going to start things off with a nice time lapse of harvesting our second field and getting our tractor with our planter back and planting that field. We're just about done with this field, and we are running dangerously low on fertilizer. I'm not sure if we're going to make it, which is a little concerning to me, because I don't have a good way of getting more fertilizer, aside from driving all the way back to the store and filling her up, and coming all the way back here, which, you know, isn't the end of the world, but I would like to do something different than that. I will be looking at the used market. I do have a mod installed that greatly increases the amount of used items in the used market, and I use that for realism's sake, because any agricultural dealer will have more than 4 or 5 used vehicles to be purchased, and so I think that on Farming Simulator it should be no different. So I think the maximum is 50 or maybe even 100 vehicles. And that of course makes it easier for me to have a wider variety of things available. I may just keep drilling even though it's out of... Oh, it won't let me. Interesting. Okay, well. Let's check that used market here. Ooh, there's a planter. I was thinking about getting a planter. It's probably a bit pricey still, though. That's maybe a little small for what I was hoping. Nice big fertilizer spreader. That sprayer would be really nice, but I don't have enough land to justify that purchase. I'm not really seeing anything so far that I want to go for. Worst comes to worst, I'll just lease to own something. Something that'll work. A newer tractor, maybe. Because I'm not really seeing anything here. Oh, there's that. That would be pretty epic. Okay, I'm gonna probably lease to own something. Maybe a Valtra? Probably could go a little smaller than the T-Series. What do we got here? Should have... Are those all small? Whoops. Let's see. Valtra A-Series goes up to 135. I'm going to want a little bit bigger than that. Where are you at? Valtra N-Series goes up to 201. Let's see, what would I use this for? Pulling the fertilizer spreader, the lime spreader rather. What else do I have? Lime spreader and the roller. The roller's not going to require much horsepower at all, right? Just 100. And that's going to want... It won't tell me, but it's going to be heavy, so... Yeah, probably a A-Series actually could do it just fine. But I'm not one to get small equipment and hope that it works. I'm not sure how lease to own works. Never used it before. We'll probably want to front weight. Wheel setup, roof setup. Yeah, we'll just go standard probably, right? Don't need reverse driving. Don't need a second door. Do I want the darker or the lighter? We'll go lighter, it looks better. Don't need the... Yeah, because this will just be mainly pulling the... running the sprayer and pulling the roller. Let's see, what do we want? Now, I thought this was... What in the world? Oh, 145 to 201, okay. Probably go up to 165. Manual with power shift, or do I want? Man, there are so many engine options here. I don't know what they do. Alright, we'll go with the active. And if I lease, should work. Let's turn this off here. Okay. We do just need this for pulling this for now. Getting it back to the store. How big is this roller? Because it feels like it's pretty small. It's definitely pretty small, but it should be just fine for what we need it for. Now I will probably roll before we do the lime spreading. Probably roll and then spread the lime and then spread the fertilizer on top. Just so we have a really clear indicator of where we've gone and where we haven't. Because the fertilizer deletes the white texture from the lime, so it makes it real nice and easy to see. Now, I did want to look at leasing a planter. This one preferably because I rarely use it. Oops. It's 8,000. I'll probably wait. I'm not sure if I actually got lease to own on here. Is there a way for me to see that? This isn't going to tell me what kind of gameplay modifiers I have. Yeah. So I'll wait until February, because that's when you can plant cotton. If the weather's good, I'll lease that planter then. If it's not good, I'll wait until March. We'll do cotton there. And I'm not planning on doing big scale cotton until we've got quite a large farm, so I don't need to worry about leasing or buying the harvester anytime soon, because it is ridiculously expensive. $913,000. That is no small ticket. Now, as for a way to transport the feed bags, or the seed bags rather, from my farm to the store and back and forth, I'm going to look at a flatbed trailer for my semi. Probably the Demco one, I would assume. And that will allow me to just take the semi all the way over there, load it up with the lime, the fertilizer, and the seed bags that I'll need. And then I can use my skid steer loader right here to load up those bags. I might do pallets instead of a bag, actually. Alright, let's calm down there. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. It's a dovetail. Or no, that's drop decks. What do I want here? Do I want a big one? Or just a small one? Probably don't need anything larger than this. This will do quite nicely. I don't need the extension, so I'm gonna just, yeah, I don't need that. Let's hop in the semi. Oh yes, I can take the harvester and the semi back. I did realize during the time lapse that I don't have any grain bins on the farm, so I had to take the grain and sell it right away, which was, it's only at like 2/3 value. It's at, what is it? Around $800 per 1,000 liters, and it gets all the way up to 1,200. So yeah, that's only 2/3 value, which hurts a little bit, but it's probably better in the short run than buying a grain bin. That will be something I have to do before too long, though. after I get this harvester put away, I'll take the semi down to the shop. Probably load up the skid steer loader on the semi, the flatbed anyways. Ooh, no, I have to bring the flatbed back. It's gonna be tricky. Maybe it'd be better to just take the seeder all the way down there and get more fertilizer. Let's see, how fast can this go? Only 11, yeah, so we're probably not going to want to do that. I will go ahead and sell the grain in the semi again. Just so we have an empty semi trailer. Sort of a fresh start, if you will, for next season. And that goes, I assume, still the same place, because that's going up. Yep. Ohio Agri-Coup, which is right up there, yep. So we'll take this grain there and sell it. Probably get about $7,000 or $8,000 back from it. And then we'll come back and drop the trailer off, pick up the flatbed at the store, and I haven't decided what I'm doing with that. I don't want to drive my skid steer at 11 miles an hour all the way down to the store just to load up some big bags or pallets or whatever. But I don't know if I want to use super strength if I don't have to. I'll probably just end up driving the tractor. Nah, here's what I'll do. I'll take the semi, pick up the flatbed, drive that all the way back to the farm, pick up the skid steer loader, and then take it back to the store to pick up the pallets. That's probably the fastest way to do that. So let's see. And the first time I did this, I entered in the do not enter area. Felt bad, but it's just a video game. There's no cops here to pull me over. So it's all good. But now I will make an effort to do a lot better. Let's see, how do I... Whoops. Okay, I don't remember how to do that. Let's see how much we get. Certainly not as good as if we waited until that. Oh, yeah. Oh, almost 10,000. That is more than I was figuring. It's always nice. Yeah, so we'll get this trailer dropped off back at the farm. Oop. And then we'll head down to the store to pick up the flatbed. Here we are at the store to pick up our flatbed. I do need to remember to send my John Deere 4755 down here to get this lime spreader here. Alright, here we go. Very good, and then I assume I just, press the unfold button to put those ramps down. Very good. Now I'm curious, is this auger, are we able to use it? Or is it just here for show? It appears just here for show. It's a shame. This is quite a bit longer than I was thinking it would be. Hope that's not too much of an issue. I don't think it will be, but you never know. Fit a lot of pallets on there, that's for sure. Alright, well, catch back up with you once I've got the skid loader and we're back at the store to pick up our pallets. Here we are back at the shop once more, this time with our skid steer loader and our flat deck, so we should be able to let's unload that. Okay. This should make it easy to get all these pallets on here. Let's try not to topple over here. It's always a little dicey. Alright. First order is we need... probably gonna do pallets of... no... big bag pallets then. Okay, let's see. Solid fertilizer? Well, might as well do 8, right? And same with seeds. And lime. We're gonna do 16. Alright, so that should have only spent about 30 grand. Still a lot, but not terrible. Okay, let's widen them up. Drop them down. And let's see if I can get 2 each time like this. Nope. Alright, well, we'll do one at a time. It's going to take a while. I will not make you watch all of this, so probably just jump to when it's all done. Now I was having just so much fun loading up this trailer that I decided to come down here with this tractor and fill her up with lime. Fill up this lime spreader with lime just to see how much it'll take. I think it'll take 5.5 bags if I'm correct. Because these bags are a bit larger than all the other bags. These are 2,000 liters, the other ones are just 1,000 liters. So we'll fill this thing up and then take it back, and then any of the leftover lime pallets we can fit on that flat bed on this first trip that we'll get, and then hopefully we won't need too much more, but there's no telling. These fields haven't been sprayed with lime before, so just because it's a new farm, so it might take quite a bit of lime this first time, and then all the other harvests should be all good. After that, yep, looks like it took 5.5 bags. Ooh, that's quite heavy. I thought this would be able to handle it, but I may have been wrong. Anyways, you don't need to take that back yet. All we need to do is probably put about 4 more bags on there. 4 more pallets, sorry. That'll almost fill up that lime spreader again once it gets empty, but I'm guessing it's probably going to take a few loads for the fields. And there we go. Yep, so I'll get this trailer loaded up, get all this stuff back to the farm, and maybe even get it unloaded. Who knows? I'm guessing it'll probably sit on this flatbed until it's needed. Ooh. Could really use some back weights on this skid steer here. But yeah, once we get this fertilizer back, we can finish up seeding that field of canola, field 2. And then roll that field and spread lime on them both, and all the joys that come after harvest. Back at the farm, got our skid steer off the flat deck and grabbed a pallet of fertilizer to come fill up this seeder here so we can finish up this field. It really is a shame that what we had in there couldn't do the whole field. There's just a couple little passes left, but It's not the end of the world. Just took a little extra time. Just about there. I think that ought to be close enough, yep. Fill her up. Turn on tractor. Get the skid steer out of the way so we can quick get this finished up. And here we go. Yes, and then after we get this field seeded, we'll use the roller to get it pushed down in there nicely and give us a bit of a yield boost. And then we'll spread the lime to get that pH value right. And we should be good to go. Oh. As I said, there's just a couple little passes here to do. Darn it, I missed another spot. Really is quite nice. We started off with a direct drill seeder. Would have had to done this whole field twice if I was doing something different. And I can't imagine using that 3-meter seeder on this entire field. My gosh, that would take forever. 3-meter planter, that is. Probably just one more pass and then a tiny bit left. And I'll use the Valtra to roll the whole field. And I'll probably use this John Deere to spread the lime. It's just a bit too heavy for that Valtra. Which is okay because I only needed it to bring the lime spreader back here. Did its job just fine. And that's where we'll be wrapping things up for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you've got any suggestions, whether that be maps, different brand of tractor to use, or just simple suggestions that you've got for me, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you're brand new, enjoyed the videos, consider subscribing. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.